panicking in the offices because it's popular in the betting shops, are backing Air Marshal, but it's still a 7-2 chance. Millenary is into 11-4. Some bookmakers showing 5-2 against Millenary. Very tight is Dalampour at 4. Many firms are showing 7-2 against Dalampour, with 11-2 against Marion Bard. Very weak, the filly, Little Pace Paddocks, out to 10-1 now, Little Pace Paddocks, with 14-1. Q8 Trooper, support for Media Puzzle from 40-1 into 25-1, and it's 33-1 bar, including Rostropovich and Tailash, and also Chimes at Midnight.
Final classic of the season, Media Puzzle is panicking in stall 3, black and white jacket. Anxious moments for Pat Smullen. The stalls break open and Media Puzzle jumps away with the rest of the field. The first to begin is Going Global in the orange jacket, with Rostropovich, the grey, on the outside, coming through now to possibly ensure a very strong pace here. Going Global on the inside, then Tailash out wide of the white face, that's Little Pace Paddocks. They're followed by Q8 Trooper and Air Marshal in a yellowish cap on a light body, then Millenary on the inside. Towards the back now, Media Puzzle, as they cover the first furlong on a half or so. And it's Rostropovich that leads from Tailash, then on the outside Little Pace Paddocks from Going Global. Q8 Trooper, Dalampour, now seeing plenty of daylight on the outside and taking a strong enough hold, that Dalampour, in the hands of Pat Edry. Then back in the field to Marion Bard in a black and yellow jacket. Dalampour's a bit off the track there, running round a left-hander. He looks a bit uncontrollable at the moment as they run through these still early stages and climb Rose Hill with a 1.25 miles left to cover. Up front, Dalampour has carted Pat to the front now from Rostropovich. Then in third is Tailash on the outside of Going Global. Little Pace Paddocks follows these. They ran the first half mile in 56.77 seconds. That's a very sound pace. And it's now being set by Dalampour in the colours of the Aga Khan, the 4-1 chance behind the 11-4 favourite Millenary, who's still held up in about 6th or 7th place on the inside. They begin the long left-hand turn then at the far end of Town Moor, and it's Dalampour. Pat keeps looking down, maybe he's not happy with the horse. Then in second is Rostropovich. Tailash is third, Little Pace Paddocks on the outside. Going Global, the red headgear next, followed by Millenary in a hoop sleeve jacket from Q8 Trooper. Marion Bard is forced a bit off the track. Then the white-faced Air Marshal. Media Puzzle on the inside, and finally Chimes at Midnight as they run back towards home. They've got 5 furlongs left to go, and Dalampour trying to do it the hard way here, and may have taken a lot out of himself in the first part of this race. He'll have to stay well. Rostropovich is second, Tailash, Little Pace Paddocks on the outside, then Going Global. Millenary is now getting involved in that hoop sleeve jacket, followed through by Air Marshal and Media Puzzle. Chimes at Midnight down the outside, then Marion Bard. They're bunching up as they head down inside the final 3 furlongs. Dalampour is chased hard by Millenary, then in turn by Air Marshal. Chimes at Midnight running a massive race on the outside. The Irish runner who was supplemented. They run down inside the final quarter mile. Millenary, the favourite, just strikes on from Dalampour. Then Chimes at Midnight. Air Marshal is waiting for the split in behind if he stays well enough. They run down to the final furlong. Millenary, Air Marshal challenging on the inside. Then Chimes at Midnight out wide. They're inside the final furlong. Millenary and Air Marshal, they go head to head. Millenary hanging on, Air Marshal on the inside, but Millenary is finding a bit more now and wins the St. Ledger from Air Marshal. Then Chimes at Midnight, an honourable third. Media Puzzle 4, Dalampour 5. Next was Marion Bard and Rostropovich, Tailash and Little Pace Paddocks, and then Going Global and Q8 Trooper was the back marker. And so John Dunlop has added another St. Ledger success to his tally. Moon Madness and Silver Patriarch are in the past. The 11-4 favourite Millenary in the colours of Neil Jones, trained at Arundel by John Dunlop. Richard Quinn riding his second St. Ledger winner after Snurge back in 1990.